of people, the well-being of people. And so the issues where we make people that been take up arms and fight, that issues they all not disappear it. They're still there. The issues where we make the country not be stable and people that they displace and people that they wrong, the issues they're still there. For uphold and promote peace, the Interreligious Council can work on these issues.
The program is still listening to the Good Morning Saloon. You been listening to Matia Koidemo. Now, the country director for Christian Aid been explained to Usman Kamara for SECA, the supported and supporting Interreligious Council instead and strategic plan. The program na Good Morning Saloon in the country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier, we get the coordinator for the operations department and the Anti-Corruption Commission with Koivaya Amara with the inside the program for talk about the asset declaration. Well, the operations department and the Anti-Corruption Commission now for coordinate the activity of operations departments them now the Anti-Corruption Commission we get the coordinator inside the program today for can talk about the asset declaration within the asset declaration and for the assets declaration D4 and within the deadline of asset declaration. All you go know inside the program. Good morning, Salon. Once again, good morning, Mr. Koivaya Amara, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much, my brother.
From that little background way I don't give, before we can look at the asset declaration, we'll look at the department and the operations department, now the Anti-Corruption Commission. We'll talk about the operations department. Whose department they will talk about now? The ACC.
Well, the operations as coordinator of operations, my position, my directorate position. So I'm a director, if you like. But then, waiting the office of the coordinator of operations to do now that they coordinate operational departments and even all other departments, not operational departments within the commission, for actually enhance efficiency and effectiveness in waiting the commission they do.
Take me through some of the departments them they oversee in their operations.
No, well, I know they oversee any department. Let it be corrected. Because every department.
When we look at the department, the way they coordinate the activities.
Good. For instance, we get operational departments like investigations, prevention, the NACs, and even the project unit, for instance. These are all operational departments because they go and, like what they say, public education. They actually interface, they actually are involved in operations, unlike other support departments, like finance, human resource, and admin. So the activities of them departments let we actually get a united front as a commission when we go out for do a work and we not get clashes. For instance, will be good. NACs, for instance, and prevention, they do certain things that were similar. It not be good. NACs officers then come from the ACC. They can ask 98.1 for certain documents or to ask or talk to certain person. Then prevention officers themselves come. They ask the same thing. So those things are coordinated within the commission, and we ensure, say, when they come to 98.1, for instance, they come as a team. So all the questions we ask one for ask 98.1, all the questions we prevention go for ask 98.1, then they fuse them into one, and when they come as a team, as one team, not taking the possibility they can talk to 98.1 separately, talk to you at one go. So such is it. Like we get operations, for instance, we get for do sting operations, we get for do, we get for do raids, like the Scorpion Squad, they go out on raids. That one would be coordinated because there are other support departments we will need for being involved. The director, the deputy director, the chief, and other senior officers in investigations and intelligence, for instance, will be busy planning the internal things within the department. And of course, my office will actually ensure, say, for instance, vehicles are ready, drivers are on standby. If there is need for anything, money for be provided. Finance this standby. If there is anything from admin, apart from driving, because the drivers unit there on the admin, all those will be coordinated for ensure say those operations are carried out very smoothly.
Coordinating the activities of several departments, then, especially the operational department of the Anti-Corruption Commission, as the coordinator, how it don't talk with departments them we don't mention, especially we zoom on three-way investigation, prosecution, prevention, and other one them. But let's look at investigation, how we don't talk with corruption cases.
No, of course, it's no secret. Ever since the commissioner now come, Francis Ben Kaifala, we commissioner come in 2018. We actually we only put out everything we do to the people of Sierra Leone. But talking about investigation from the standpoint of coordination, for instance, when investigators actually they do their work, they are very busy doing their work, taking statements, looking at documents, etc. There is no particular designated person who will get the responsibility now for say, all right, now we are doing all this much. But then how do we feed it out to the people of Sierra Leone? And we'll actually get them out to the people of Sierra Leone through the public education department. It's been very interesting. It's been very, very, how we describe them. It's really been very, very interesting doing what we do and what I do in the commission with all the departments and because as you will know, we are all very fired up. We are all very ready, prepared, and determined to move with what we are doing.
All right, from 2018 to now, now over 5 years, the commissioner Francis Ben Kaifala take over office. Colleague just mentioned about investigation. As of now, almost investigations the desk of the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Truly, I'm not able to forgive statistics as I sit here now, because remember, I came here hoping I would come to talk. But on a very frank note, we get plenty investigations going on. Plenty investigations going on at the same time. In spite of the strength of the staff we'll get, a lot of them. And most of them, of course, the people of Sierra Leone may have heard about them because like the one them winner of every corruption investigation, a public interest investigation. But the one the way the people go on for eager, you will agree with me, say there are some way people go eager for even listen to more than others. But we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of things.
Now we look at some of them cases there, so where the public don't they follow, and some the ACCB don't pull recommendation. Now we look at the issue or the situation at the Salone Broadcasting Corporation where the ACCB don't pull the recommendation. The last time we get the commissioner and I say the investigation or the recommendations they're not the public. But now we look at now the recommendations them now that if you don't come out since December and they don't start to implement some of them. For somebody who see the recommendation or not follow the recommendations them, what are some of the recommendations them on the issue of the Salone Broadcasting Corporation?
Well, the investigations in the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, the findings have been that there are systems lapse. And we get systems lapse a lot. In fact, one of the prominent recommendations that are to forget a systems and processes review of the of the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. And then, in fact, that's one of the umbrella recommendation. All other one, now you talk about implementation, etc. We may have made them, of course, and the implementation not go there to wear them all. But that one day we would look forward to for interface really with with the national broadcaster again is that one we get to do with systems and processes review. Eventually, we'll get for send with team in and actually look at how the systems, done the work and how if a work, we for make the work now SLBC more efficient and effective.
There was this issue of suspending directors and some deputy directors. That been the part of the recommendations then?
I cannot pinpoint it straight away, but then there are broad-based recommendations we talk about systems failure, systems lapse, we beneath strengthening and all of that. But remember, the suspension and otherwise of directors not come from ACC anyway because we not get that mandate.
All right, as you mentioned, Unano gets that mandate. The two key institutions, them this being where people concerned get for the with Parliament and the SLBC. And my colleague just start for mention about issues we don't happen at the Salone Broadcasting Corporation and people don't go around that people were involved into the Salone Broadcasting Corporation in terms of corruption issues don't start for pay. How to talk about that?
Payments from Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation? Yeah. No, I will need to cross-check that fact. Okay. I cannot speak to that fact now because I'll need to cross-check it.
Okay. So what are the status of issues like the the investigation against the first chief immigration officer, we them be seizing Mutkadem, and also we get the issue of the clerk of parliament, and also the issue with NRA couple now specific banks them we them say then divert. Within that the status of them cases there.
Oh, they are very active and going on, but let me take them one by one.
Okay.
The one for the chief immigration officer, the former chief immigration officer, investigations don't get concluded. The file is with the prosecutors. They are reviewing it for further action. And of course, when investigations get concluded, maybe the people of Sierra Leone would need to know this. When investigations get concluded, because they are not lawyers, then they pass them on to the prosecutors. And then they actually marry the facts and the law, and actually advise the commission and the commissioner on waiting for do next. So that file is with the prosecutors.
What are some of the findings then?
Well, in the first place, all 3 vehicles, as you will know, they're still parked in the commission premises. All 3 vehicles were received as a gift by the former CIO.
From Buddha.
Well, that's the key thing. The issue now that the CIO tell we say the person will get the gift them in America there. And of course, it be the practice in America in the former CIO as a lawyer. In America they say like friend. But we have found it a little challenging getting onto that person. That notwithstanding, the file is with the prosecutors now for review on waiting for being next steps.
This person get any dealing with Salone Immigration or any contract in the past years during the tenure of this then CIO?
Well, we're not going to actually speak to that one day until we're able to contact the person. For instance, Mr. Kamara, if I were not able to contact you and you are mentioned in a matter, I will not be able to determine further facts relating to your connectivity or connection to the entity. So as a matter of fact, that notwithstanding, we don't pass on the file to the prosecutors, like I say, for review and advice on further steps.
All right. Away from the former CIO, let's take you now from Parliament. We understand, say, the clerk or in WEF don't start for pay certain couple. As of now, almost they don't pay to the commission.
Well, not to don't start for pay certain couple. When we launch the investigations, we find out, say, without really being certain, now we find out, say, for a number of months, you know, the clerk in WEF been the take salary and not be the work. So we calculate the salary for that period, and all of that has been paid to the commission, well, to the state through the commission.
Any recommendation from the ACC with regards issues of parliament?
Oh yes, the issues, we actually make recommendations for administrative action, and we've sent that one across.
Now we look at the issue of the NRA and the couple, we then divert now banks them with the ACC being confirmed, say, yes, some amount of the NRA being then a certain banks them, na private accounts them. We said that issue there now.
The issue there under active investigations right now. What's going to happen, this one will be a huge syndicate. A very huge syndicate will involve about 14 entities, taxpaying entities. So as a matter of fact, because they deal with banks and the way they deal with the issues or the way they siphon the money, the strategy is similar. You know, using somebody from within a bank, you know, doing those things that ought to have gone through proper checks, etc., bypassing them and then getting monies out or getting monies transferred and that kind of stuff. So now we don't thematize them. In investigations, we see thematize investigations. That means to say we don't separate them into teams. So every taxpaying entity now gets a particular, you know, team where they look at them, and they are looking at them. The investigations, they look at them in a day, and the investigations then are an advanced stage.
When we do an initial report ahead of before we get the ACC commission, and the initial findings was perhaps it's 5 billion, but the ACC commissioner Francis Benkaifala been there at the studio say no, it's more than that, and then still they recover some. As it is now, how much will they talk about with regards NRA and diverted money?
Like the commissioner we tell the people of Sierra Leone the last time, when we have been stating at 5 billion, and if it don't go up, as the investigations they go, now so the money them will discover the progress. Now I will tell you, we don't go well beyond 40 billion loans in these investigations, and we are still counting.
40 billion all on you?
40 billion old loans. That's 40 million loans, new loans. And we are still counting.
What are some of the names then, if any, where they're under investigation for sake of this issue?
like I say, I know, of course, there are names we look at. Some of them don't become fugitives, we don't put wanted notice for. But then, because now asset declaration, really, I prepare for can't talk about now today. I did not come with those specifics. But of course, there are names on the investigations.
All right, we can look at the asset declaration, but take me through. We understand, say again, when I'm look into issues we get for do with SLRA and so on, and people in the Ministry of Finance.
Well, yes, we actually look at. We don't conclude an investigation. We begin for do with a staff na SLRA, one Emmanuel Smart, and then some staff them at the Ministry of Finance and the Accountant General's office. It go interest you for no say, that make the commissioner be actually making very clear. Say, although we complaints them information from different angles, but this one at the financial secretary, now him be put them together and give him for investigator. Matthew Dingy. So he's somebody we Dover had to, and he's doing a very great job. But then that investigations don't get concluded. We're able to recover in totality over 8 million new loans. All right? And then the outcome of it, pursuant to section 89 as amended, subsection 12, 89 will amend. We mean to say, if for any reason we don't do investigations, we present the findings to the people that we investigate and tell them, say, you have an option to go to court or to pay fully, and actually follow the conditions. So we don't end at that. We don't do an agreement. We then sign up to 2 of them. They sign up to RAM because the 2 of them really not be the linchpin them. All right. They sign up to RAM. Then pay all the money with them being we density fund. Then pay them and waiting bring and come to 8-point-something billion because by the time we anti-corruption intervene, not to all the money that we don't pull at the bank. So the one day we don't pull at the bank, then return them to Bank of Sierra Leone. You understand? So the one day we then siphon and get out of the bank, when about 4-point-something million new loans, then pay all team back then too, and they enter an agreement, say they're not going to hold public office for 3 years. You understand what I mean? And that kind of thing, as per law.
All right. You mentioned, say, then go into agreement not for all public office for 3 years. Is it not a recommend or an ATC recommend?
Now the law recommend.
All right. So how una can come about for for do such recommendation for let somebody not take up office for certain tenant because of corruption issue?
All right. In the amendment to the Anti-Corruption Act in 2019, you realize, say, before the amendment, Section 89 provides, say, if the commissioner satisfies, say, evidence day, now court to the go. Don't you so? All right. Sometimes they do intervention, they do non-conviction based recovery. But then in the 2019 amendment, to put an out, say, the commissioner, if he satisfies, say, evidence day, he go either go to court or he recover all the money from the people, especially in misappropriation cases. We get with the money, and remember, them pay with an interest of 10%. We now 400 and something thousand new loans. Then they recover them, then they hold themselves away from, then they accuse themselves from holding public office for at least 3 years. So then when they have provisions of the law, and the way we they arrive at that, now that we done investigations, we they present unto you, Mr. Kamara, look at this. They say 97 million lost now, 98.1. Look, this day, then give you this money. The other day, you put on your account. The other day, you go pull on your account, then you not bring a cap now. See the evidence. It is up to you. You have the option of paying back now with 10% interest, or we are going to court. You say when you see the evidence, you don't foresee that one is so watertight that if you go to court, you don't have any chance at all. And remember, what to make this one even more effective, and you cannot try the chances with the commission na court now, because in the amendment we put on they say, if you misappropriate any money, in addition to whatever fine or sentence whether they give you, they do restitution back. So you understand? So as a matter of fact, there is no escape route. And remember, when Francis Benkafala came, he talks, say, it actually make corruption a high risk and low return venture.
All right.
So these are the strategies.
Now, then same recommendation are not able to apply in other cases same way the commission they investigate.
No, this is not the first. Some other cases we don't do outright recovery. You thief motka, go pull the motka na how bring come. So until okay, you go back in the court.
So what to make this different? We not recommend say they not for all up office for 3 years.
Not what we recommend. Now the law. When you look at the amendment to Section 89,
I mean the law. What say the commission?
Yes. So the law provides, say, we will actually go this way. Like we go in this Emmanuel Smart and the other people them matter. you refund with a percentage of at least 10%. Then they hold yourself away from holding public office. It is a law. So we are merely implementing the law.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the program. Emmanuel Koivaya Amara, the head of operations, the coordinator of operations, the Anti-Corruption Commission. Inside the program for talk about asset declaration, but inside the program maybe they give updates on cases them where the ACC they investigate, and soon we can look at the asset declaration we did in the studio for. But quick we go for a short break inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
All time network problem. What's me go do now?
Go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk or sub-agent them, all about na the country. Then get the money service business. You go able take money where they send for you na MoneyGram, Western Union, Small World, and Ria Money, where they over 150 country them. With the Ria and Small World, this na for we brother and sister there where they oversee. Then can able send money direct na Salon Commercial Bank accounts. Na Salonia, like they one day we want bill us, or they one day we want kawaka, or for support them family them. Then can they oversee and put money inside them bank accounts.
How for do all this if I dey Ubayanda?
Easy, me brother. All you for do, now for download the Rare and Small World app them and put your personal information them. Now you that. Member say you forget valid ID card and the correct code where the person send for you for go take you money.
I want send money from your uncle upline.
No worry. Salon Commercial Bank column Salon Link, whether the local transfer and Million Salon Commercial Bank money, where anybody can go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk, and then sub Salon Commercial Bank agents there. Any sign at the country and tell the teller say you want send money upline. Then go do your transaction and give you code where you go send to your uncle. But your uncle forget valid ID card and the code where they give you, send and to them so it go take you money. Salon Commercial Bank they look for agents them where they do money transfer for partner with them.
Waiting at the sub agent.
Sub agents na people that will get business. We want for do money transfer service for Salon Commercial Bank. This service will give you good commission. So go na Salon Commercial Bank and go register or call them na this number here 077-714-792. Then go talk to you fine one.
Salon Commercial Bank, delivering value.
Good morning, Salon. At the program we the country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Emmanuel Koivaya Amara, the inside the program direct the head of operations or operations coordinator and the Anti-Corruption Commission. Inside the program for talk about the asset declaration. But before we can, we will look at cases that the ACC investigate and operations them of the ACC. Before we can look at asset declaration, a few concerns them don't come. We want to make you respond to. Somebody they ask within a restitution will you make mention of, and also this now from me, and we make mention of corruption cases them. When they talk about billions and billions of leones, as you mentioned this morning, where one of the key mandates in the fight against corruption or the ACC for prevent corruption, what exactly happen when we get the ACC in operation? We get the issue of billions and billions of leones every day. Now the news say missing or misappropriated.
All right. First, let me respond to the meaning of restitution. Restitution actually in English word, sorry about it. But restitution means to say if you thief, and what you thief, if not 10 billion leones, you give all back the 10 billion leones. So I talk about restitution in relation to matters where they're going to court, and especially as it relates to the amendment, the amendment we get for do with punishments now for misappropriation, particularly, in the 2019 amendment. When you thief, if you thief money, well, like 10 billion, then we're going to court. We're able to prove to the court, say, indeed, you thief 10 billion. Remember, the punishment for B, before now, the punishment for B, either they fine you, or then send you go jail, or then fine you and send you go jail together. But now, in addition to that one day, if you let them fine you and send you go jail, that money we thief for that 10 billion, they pay and force to the state. So then they thief, they pay back to the state, and they call restitution.
What about the issue of the plenty corruption cases? Them ACC in any way they on top of situation?
Well, yes, of course, if the Anti-Corruption Commission not been there on top of situation, we know for even they talk about the many thief they within the thief. That do they, then the thief money they now and with the pull them come on do mean to say we on top of situation.
But considering that prevention are one of your key mandates,
investigation another mandate. So in essence, if we prevent, for instance, I can't stop you, Musa, for letting you know come on do, then you come bust the studio glass now and come on over the part. Definitely, I'll go for come on do and actually go check how you come on do. Then an investigation. So I prevent you, not prevent. Where you actually jump the prevention, we go for investigation. And all of these are our mandates. And because we're able to do all of them one day very, very well, that is why we then at this studio here, they talk about billions and billions of leons with the common do. When in the history of Sierra Leone, before the establishment of the Anti-Corruption Commission, we ever they talk about that kind of thing then day.
But this now after the incident now.
Yes.
Prosecution will talk about or investigation after when the incident actually happened.
That's it.
But let's look at prevention from the ACC standpoint. Almost corruption we don't avert or don't prevent not for happening in recent years.
All right. Let's explain how we prevention department they work, yeah? We they actually like target institutions, then we go get engagement with the institutions and then we send a team in for a period of time, then look at the systems and processes. Now, we know they prevent public officer, for instance, for take money where they don't get them for go do something and go do other thing with them or thief them. Rather, we look at the systems and processes. If, for instance, you then are an institution, the head of the institution wants 89 office. Now in the request, now in the recommend, now in the approve. Definitely that one day a recipe for corruption. So that they show you say the systems not they work. You understand? So when we prevention team they go in for look at the systems, the workability of the systems, in the sense that now you where the request, for instance, don't forget any business for recommend for approval. You don't forget any business for approve. So when everything they work that kind of way, then you get an internal audit end where they check all the papers them and check all the trades. Definitely we say the systems are working. So in essence, that will give you the opportunity for block possible cleavages, possible holes them, usai money go be stolen or usai corruption go take place. That is what we do as a prevention unit. But you go realize say there could even be a system, there could be complete systems in place and still corruption take place. So when corruption take place because we don't do prevention or not for good day, no. Corruption our business for faith. So if we prevent you not prevent, when you thief, we investigate you. If we investigate you, see anything against you, we apply the law. And it is because we are on top of situation as a commission in this country, that is why we are having this kind of conversation. You will not disagree with me.
All right. Recently, we are in a display over 8 billion oleons or 8 million oleons. What's not the reason we make on a display that such amounts?
You know, many times we present, the commissioner will go present check to the president, you know, on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, in regard which we don't recover, you know, so far. But really, let me tell you something. You know what you make with the primary school, then formative ages, then they go the land book. Then they teach you, then they give you them audiovisual teaching mechanism. Now because anything we see, you remember them. It was a calculated move by the commission for actually bringing the people of Sierra Leone along with we say, this is what we are doing. And see, 2 people them, just 2 people, you understand? They work a syndicate wherein they're able for thief 4-point-something billion leons. That's a salary for many people in Sierra Leone. Una look the money. This not a joke with the joke. Look the money now. So it was with a view to ensuring that we get the people of Sierra Leone already. We get the people of Sierra Leone on board. You know, because you guys are coming along with us here, other media houses, Sierra Leoneans. But we want everybody to come on board in the fight against corruption. Look, the strategy in the fight against corruption now is that you cannot steal the people's money and go begin make Toko can't nepa them, not the community. You don't go begin bluff with the guide range over a sector. No. You must be stripped. When you thief, what you thief, would they pull all back in your hand if na boxer be the work ready? In fact, that boxer we don't forget, now you forget where the people of Sierra Leone see you in the community and they go no for say corruption is bad.
Right. So going forward, we get for ACC the display other amount of money them we institution or individual people them can take unlawfully
if it's necessary. You know, waiting with the when as a commission, waiting with the do based on necessity. All right, if it's necessary. Of course, before the display of that money, we don't present over 30 billion oleons to the people of Sierra Leone through the president from 2018 to now. You know, we not ever display them. But this one, they've been too I would say even too naked, even too bangba with the.
Somebody they say why ACC not display receipts of payments with names of the one them we involved rather than displaying a cash. We come with a lot of debates and controversies.
All right, which one better? I can't go write receipt. I can't show you say Musa look receipt. You understand? The receipt of money. They are bringing the money. I say Musa look the money. Where them thief. Which one more effective? But really, like I say, the display of that cash at that press conference by the commission, it was with a view to ensuring that the people of Sierra Leone really know what they happen, really know how heartless some Sierra Leoneans them be, really know, say, what will they do, not to play business, and let them come on board and put hands on deck, let we fight this corruption in Sierra Leone.
Now, finally, before we left this issue of the update of the cases here, so plenty concerns then don't come way for address. One say, you were investigating this Australian Broadcasting Corporation and the then DG is now at IMC. Is there any case against the then DG of the SLBC, Icho Iganda Kapua? And this one says, you said you've concluded the case on the then chief immigration officer, but you said you don't know who the identity of the person that gave the vehicles. How do you conclude the case? And this one, okay, from then to then you can respond to them and we look at the asset declaration.
All right. Like I say, the SLBC matter was purely administrative lapses. NIMEC, we got for put in with systems and processes, with prevention department for those systems and processes review. There is no case against the DG. If there was a case against the DG, the former DG of SLBC, definitely he should be standing trial by now. But there is no case in that investigation against the DG. There is no corruption case against him. Now, the CIO, I not say we don't conclude the matter. I say we don't conclude investigation insofar as we don't go. So as a matter of fact, now the file is with the prosecutors and they are looking at it. So once a file still there within with domain, we have not concluded. Because if we conclude, we come to the people of Sierra Leone and tell them what's our conclusion on every file we don't do. So the CIO in matter, the investigation don't complete the case insofar as they don't do them and they don't pass them on to the prosecutors, and the prosecutors are still looking at it.
How much money somebody want for no way Paran pay in total for the issue of parliament where they say employment?
Well, Paran in WEF, that means they receive the money. So Paran in WEF pay, I cannot say exactly, but I think it's a little over 150,000 new loans, which are 150 million old loans. And that one then a calculation of the salary where it be the take. But remember, like I say, that was what she paid, and that is because that one day we calculate as per with anybody.
There was also an allegation of fly under parliament and receive other facilities under parliament. How true the allegations there are so they, and if yes, is it part of now they only calculate to MP?
I cannot, sincerely, I'm not going to speak to that specific allegation. Right. I cannot. Okay. Like I told you, I've been calm prepared for as a declaration, but that notwithstanding, the money where it pay, as I don't say, now a calculation of the money where it be they receive as salary.
Okay. Now, as you mainly can for Kalukat asset declaration, but for update the public, make women go back for the Anti-Corruption Commission tell the people of this country how una don dey work as way for investigate some of the issues them we presently in our ACC then desk. Now somebody with the list you want know it's in an asset declaration.
Well, assets are anything where you get. Yeah. Anything where you get. For instance, if you get house, motor car, you get bank account to send money there, you get some investments, let's say you get shares in some company, etc. All that one in an asset. When you're in a public office, for just in a public office, you live anyhow. Because remember, the taxpayers' money then they take for pay we all. You understand? So it is but proper that periodically you actually declare your asset, let we know, or at least there be an institution we go know, say, this person is going over where they drive, so not to TFT from all. Now one insister where they send money from Germany, now send them for them. That is the essence. But assets really, now waiting you get, waiting you say belong to you. Like even your glasses we work, so something that glasses go cost like $2,000. You know, the equivalent in Leones go be somewhere around 40 something million Leones. So you go declare them. And let we know for say that glasses they not to 98.1 money you use for buy them.
Okay, continue for stay with me inside the program director of operations or coordinator of operations now the Anti-Corruption Commission Emmanuel Koivaya Amara Esquire. More on asset declaration, would have for declare and how for declare and when for declare. Continue for